We're back online. As I mentioned earlier, the current division over deployment is not limited to the White House and officials in Oregon. KOMO's Michelle Esteban joins me live from Snohomish County, where she talked to voters there. Michelle?
Hi there, Mary. Well, I can tell you this, the divide is real. And I talked to a lot of people, and I was encouraged by the fact that they've really thought long and hard about this. They know why they feel the way they do. And I can tell you they have very strong feelings both ways.
Well, I think it's also scary, right? That it's happening.
I think that what he's doing is trying to move the country in the right direction.
There is a political divide, and the dynamic seems to be intensifying after President Trump issued his first deployment order in the Pacific Northwest. 200 Oregon National Guard troops to Portland for 60 days. Here in Snohomish County at the Sultan Bakery, it's not just pastries on the tip of people's tongues. Political speak is happening. We asked patrons to weigh in, reminding them Trump referred to the Rose City as war-ravaged and insists troops will protect immigration and customs enforcement facilities from protesters.
You know what? This is not the country I grew up in. Seattle was the Emerald City for years. Now it's just trashy. Oregon's trashy. So yeah. Bring the military on.
We've never had any problem in Portland, nice city. The president's overreaching, as he likes to do for publicity. We don't think he should send in, call up the National Guard there. So we're comfortable in Portland.
Protests and arrests came in June, but city leaders insist the deployment is an overreach of power and say the premise for deployment of so-called war-ravaged Portland, pure fiction. Sounds like Seattle or Washington could be next.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I kind of hope it is.
Kind of hope it is.
Yeah. I used to go to Seattle a lot.
Now, one woman I spoke with who actually lives here in Sultan at one point lived in Portland. She feels very confident that Portland does not need any help from the feds. But she also worries, and I heard this a couple times, that troops may incite protests and that the whole idea could possibly backfire. In Sultan, I'm Michelle Esteban. We'll throw it back to you. Mary?
A lot of opinions, Michelle. Has there been a public opinion poll on this topic, as we've seen in other major cities, including Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles?
Right. You know, it's very talky, and it has been talked about across the nation. There was a recent poll that came out, and it found that really opinion sort of splits on party lines, if you will. 8 out of 10 Republicans support it, and just about as many of the Democrats oppose it. But one of the things that was interesting, it found about the majority, maybe 70% of the people polled, are concerned about crime in cities, calling it unacceptable. That's the very latest. Back to you.
Michelle, thank you.